Right, well, there's been a slight improvement in my condition. I'm back out in the country because I'm waiting for my ex-wife's hydrotherapy to finish. But I'm hot. My body can't regulate its own temperature, so I'm drinking way too much. To a point where I'm going to dilute myself to death. But at least I'm not dizzy this week. At least I'm not. At least I was able to get out of bed without too much hassle. I want to clarify something I said last time. I said I had suicidal thoughts last Monday. Well, the truth is I've always got suicidal thoughts. They're always with me. I should have really said suicidal impulses, which is one step on, thinking about it, but actually having a drive to want to do it. That's the impulse part of suicidal depression. The next stage is actually putting it into action. So I was quite close last Monday. That part has gone, but I'm still not good. But I'm better than I was last week. I'm still in this elongated depressive cycle, and my medication doesn't help. And I'm coming to the end of my psychotherapy, which is now down to 3 months at a time. And as nice as the therapist is, we haven't really achieved much, despite going in with set goals. I don't know what I'm going to do. I really don't. I'm just so tired. Life is a fucking battle. And I still don't think anyone but another depressive can actually know how badly depression can actually affect you. Some people are high functioning, they can get on and do things, and then there's the sliding scale down to the totally incapable of getting out of bed. So well, I'm at the lower end of the scale, but not quite as bad as not being able to get out of bed, except on the occasion, the odd occasion. But what am I supposed to do? The therapy, you have to have gaps between therapy sessions. Through groups of therapy sessions. So once my 3 months is up, I won't be able to have therapy for at least a couple of months. And if it's going to follow the same pattern, I'm in primary care when I should be in secondary care, so I'm not getting the right treatment anyway, or not the depth of treatment I should be getting. And the therapy I am getting gets too easily derailed. You go in with a set goal, and then suddenly the goal has to change because the therapist wants some sort of win, and both of us end up getting shortchanged. Me because I'm not getting my correct treatment, and then because they're trying to, the therapist is trying to achieve something which going in they're not going to be able to achieve. And then there's a constant demonizing of people with mental ill health as if we are the problem, when we are not the problem. The problem is we are not getting treated. And I've already mentioned, and I'll put a link on the end of this video to the videos where I talk about the mental health crisis, the fact that it has been chronically underfunded and continues to be chronically underfunded, and yet the focus is to get more and more people with mental ill health into work, rather than trying to get them well, or at least well enough to cope with their problem. So anyway, it's not a rant, it's just catch up with where I am and my worries for the future. Another pointless entry in the Depression Diaries, I suppose, because does anyone actually give a toss? I'm just doing this to get these thoughts off my mind. Anyway, thanks for watching if you've watched this far. And if you have and you're a glutton for punishment, do come back for more.